country specializes in vilifying black and brown folks. Let's just be clear. The president picked that narrative about gang activity deliberately because he's picking that narrative to explain, our Hispanic, mainly Hispanic on the southern border, sisters and brothers. He doesn't use that same narrative with other immigrants in this country. Even when he made the country comment, he was talking about countries and nations of color. So let's not delude ourselves. This is a deliberate narrative that the president has used. It is a deliberate policy that his administration has put in place to dehumanize black and brown people in this country, and it plays to a certain segment of this country.
I do look forward to the midterm pitch that the United States of America specializes in vilifying black and brown people. I do not think that would work for Democrats.
They do.
Take it to the polls. Take it to the voters and enjoy.
No, we will take it to the polls, but the history of this country too. How many examples would you like me to give you about how this country specializes in that?
This is not a great. This is not a great pitch.
1619. Next year, 1919, it'll be 400 years since the first Africans were brought to this continent as slaves. So it's not a pitch, it's a reality in this country. And the fact that you're taking such a cavalier attitude about the suffering of black and brown people in this country is appalling.
No, it's not.
It's absolutely appalling. Are you trying to say that this country does not specialize in racism and bigotry?
I am saying that racism exists. I am saying that the United States of America
but you have the luxury. You have the luxury to be cavalier about it. But my folks don't have the luxury
I think
of being cavalier about it.
Listen, I think the fact that
you don't understand my point because you never lived a day in my shoes or the shoes of my ancestors. This is not a political pitch, this is reality.
The United States of America is the freest country on the face of the earth and gives the
with all
most
kinds of
opportunity.
oppression.
I know that, but gives the most opportunity possible to brand us as
you're
only
talking
the
about
other
this through a
thing
political
is a
lens. I'm
problem.
talking about this through a life lens. I'm not saying that
I think
Republicans have a monopoly on racism and bigotry. What I'm saying is that we have become numb to some of the very real challenges in this country that are being exacerbated by this president. But he didn't invent racism and discrimination. I'll be the first one to say that. But to have people who are not black and brown to be cavalier around this panel, I am highly offended. I am just highly offended by this.
All I'm asking is that we don't make it only that. The United States of America is not only that,
but that is part of it.
That was all I was saying.
Did this country enslave Africans? Did this country take away the land of the Native Americans? Did this country have Jim Crow and black codes? That's not in my imagination.
No, it's not.
And still, there are articles that are being written right now that still says that it'll take about 228 years for the average African American to catch up with the wealth of the average white person in this country. And we all have to care about it. So it is race and it is class.
But to say that our country,
the country was founded on racism and bigotry, David, and it does.
That America specializes.
Black men are being shot. Oh my Lord!
Say it specializes.
It specializes in it.
Cow Playa, how Bachin, how Shy, Bachin, how Kakadash, Devon, the older pastor, great most of who will. Sincere take to the Akin, I put to the truth across the four corners of the earth to the fear and power of Yahweh, Shy, that the hope will let. Citation the Israelite foreign that scattered amongst the nations that believe in the name of Yahweh, Bachin, how Shy, and Shalom to the sister and family that tune into the gospel that's preached around the whole world. Peace and mercy unto you. And who the world inwardly called God, his name is Yahweh. And who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. And the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and those whose line of descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the scattering amongst the nations. All right. Now, it's a clip from CNN. All right, that Nina Turner, a former Ohio State senator, was on CNN and was calling out, East so-called white people being racist, all right, to their face, all right. So we're in that times, but it start with us, the true men of the Lord, all right. So I'm more than likely put this video in post-production, okay. So you can see this little clip. So, trying to remember how it worded. Go out here. Yeah, I forgot how it's worded. I forgot how it's worded. So, this Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh outside the whole. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Alright? That's Esau even refused to let us go. Okay? Their Redeemer is strong, who is Yahushua by the way of his father Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh Yahushua hold is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, and he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. And how he can disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon by destroying it. Alright? This, alright, because shoot, cutting their ass out. the 1 in 10. In the day that thou stoodest on the other, no, that's not it. For 10 for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Alright, let's make the children of Israel. Still called Negro Latino Native American. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Alright, and your shame is covering you right now. Alright. The shame is covering you right now. This is Revelation, if I'm not mistaken, 11.
Country specialized.
It's what's that? Yeah, I can't remember that scripture, how it's worded. So basically, we're gonna stand up against those that afflicted us or oppressed us. That's how the scripture is worded. But that's what's going on, you know. Chain covering Esau Edom now, and we're standing up against those who afflicted us, oppressed us. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, I'm gonna put this video in post production. It's better know the scriptures.